Alright, what am I doing again? I kind of forgot. This video is a little different. No review, no nothing. This is all stuff you've already seen, maybe not. Today, I'm going to show you how how I pose my SH Figuarts figures, specifically Dragon Ball, of course, but you know, this could be done with anything. This is gonna be real simple. I'm just gonna go about how I do it, and you know, maybe you'll come away from this video learning something new. Maybe not. Maybe you just learn my method and be like, wow, the way he does it is stupid as fuck. Anyway, so as you can see right here, I have 3 different figures: Super Saiyan God Goku, Daima Goku with the Ultra Instinct head sculpt on it, and I have the boy from the future Trunks. And there's a reason why I have these figures in specific. I picked these out for a specific reason. That reason being that with each figure that I choose to pose, I will do something different with them. So first, with God Goku, we're gonna start off how I pose idle poses, when they're just standing, no action, just standing around, right? Like they would on a display shelf. Then for Daima Goku, we have how I would do action poses, like kicks and punches, right? And then finally, with Trunks, as you can see, he has a sword. So I'll be showing you how I pose with things like swords, weapons, any kind of weapon. But for this case, it'll be a sword. Boom, right here we have God Goku. First, I'll be showing you how I do my idle poses when he's just standing around, right? So, you know, most people would say, this is a good pose already. He looks good enough, right? But personally, I would not do it like this. What I like to do, especially with the 2.0 bodies, especially when you mod them so you get better ab crunch, is I like to make even the standing poses dynamic, so they stick out and look unique, right? So for someone like God Goku, what I'll usually do is I will push back his chest and push out his crotch region. I'll actually push it out and make it so it's sticking out from the side profile. You see, it's like sticking out, like he's dworking. Then what I do with the chest region is that I lift it up a bit, and then I just have it sit on top of his stomach region like that. So now he's kind of bent, like he has some sort of scoliosis or something, right? But I think that looks way better in the final result. We're not done yet. We got to do the head placement, of course, and the arms. So with the head, what matters is where the direction of the eyes. You see, I have it on a side-facing profile, so I can do something like this, where he's kind of looking down at you, but at the same time, he's looking up because that's the direction where his head is going. And I feel like this is really dynamic. It looks really nice too. And of course, if we just alter the arms a little bit, like he really looks like he's mean mugging you. And I think this looks really nice. I think this looks way better than the standard way of posing your figure. Because with posing, even with something as basic as just standing, you want to try to capture some sort of character, some sort of personality, right? And I feel like this pose fits something like a God Goku very well. Like the pose is almost elegant. And that's what I get from a form like Super Saiyan God. So I'm a big fan of something like this. So the next, we're gonna do action pose. Now I have the Daima body because it's the most up-to-date body I have yet. Cell Games Goku did not come in yet. Really good articulation on this guy. So like I said, this is the reason why I'll be using him for action poses. The first pose I'll be doing is a punch. Now I don't really have any super duper crazy wisdom for like a punch or anything, other than, you know, you just have to make it look dynamic. I'm gonna be saying that word a lot, dynamic. Make these things look lively. You don't want to make them look stiff. So for this punch, I'm gonna do something I do a lot, actually. I'll admit, this is probably one of my favorite punching poses. I'm gonna take this hand right here, just take this arm, and we're gonna shoot it to the sky, right? We're gonna shoot it to the sky. Also shoot his head to the sky in the same direction. Angle his fist. I'm gonna take his other arm, pump it, like so. So look, now it kind of looks like he's doing like a Superman flight pose, like, hey, I'm flying, I'm Goku. But then to add some more flow to the pose, we're gonna take his opposite knee from his hand that's going up, and we're gonna tuck that in, like so. Also make sure that the feet are hanging back. Same here with this one. And then with the other leg, it's pretty simple. It's just going straight out. Make sure you have the foot angling out so it looks like he's in motion, and then curl this arm, just make your small adjustments. Now the thing with Ultra Instinct Goku, if you read the manga, he doesn't even look at his opponent when he's attacking, so he doesn't even have to be looking in the same direction as the fist. He could be looking down, he could be looking to the side. It honestly doesn't matter for this version of Goku. But we're just gonna have it the standard, facing the same way, right? And there you go. And then I say that's some pretty good motion within the figure. Even from all angles, it looks pretty good. And this would look even better paired with another figure that's obviously taking the blow. And now we're gonna move on to the kicks with the same figure. Usually you can swap out the hands, but I don't feel like doing that right now, so I'm just gonna keep it fisted. I'm gonna do it like this. Get his foot out that you want the kick. Turn his torso so the kick looks even more devastating. Of course, have the feet out. Then for the other leg, just have it doing whatever, honestly. I feel like this right here is a good placement for it. And then maybe even angle the boot to make it a little more unique. And then boom, easily, you got a nice kicking pose right here. And then maybe angle his head to the side like so. And then yeah, that's a nice kick. And if you have any motion effects, it could bring out the action even more, because now there's sweeping lines for the kick. Take from this series is if there's a fight that you really like and you want to recreate it, go for it. Someone like Ultra Instinct Goku, who better to face him than someone like Beast Gohan or Jiren if you have him? Because most of the time I can't just pose a figure on its own. I want something to pair with it, you know? So it's perfect to look through the series and look through battles that may have happened or may have not have happened. If it's something like Sparking Zero, make up any matchup you want. And even just doing pairings like this just gives me more ideas for poses, more things that I could do with them. And now the last figure that I had was Trunks. You see, every small adjustment matters, okay? If you're gonna have Trunks facing this way, of course turn his head this way as much as possible. And then look, that took literally like 10 seconds. And he's in a really well looking pose. So it goes to show that this really isn't hard at all. Truthfully, if you want to get better at something, you just got to keep doing it over and over again. That's how I got better at poses. And I'm not going to say I'm the best poser at all, because that is not the case whatsoever. But just me sitting around practicing, my poses got better. And here, I'll even show my first ever pose with an SH Figuarts. It was not the best. But now with that same figure, the legendary Super Saiyan Goku, I think you can see the improvement right here. All it takes is practice. That's all it is, really. And it's not too much of your time either. You just pick it up whenever you feel bored, mess around with it, understand your figure, understand the limitations of your figure. That's why I say in my reviews, quote unquote, the most important part of a figure is the feel of it. Because once you understand the feel of it, you'll know how to pose it. And if it has a good feel, it'll be really fun to pose. And never let anyone tell you there's anything wrong with inspiration or taking a pose from another piece of media. Now this pose is from Vegeto's intro in Dragon Ball FighterZ. I think it looks pretty good. So like whenever I'm scrolling something like Twitter and I see like a cool art post with a cool pose in it, I'll be like, hell yeah, I want to recreate that. So I do. Let's make a pose with a Godku over here for fun. Let's just do something. I'm not even like, I have nothing in my mind. I'm not even thinking about, like, there's no inspirations coming to me really. It's just I'm just posing the shit. And this is without swapping hands either. With swapping hands, you can make the poses look way better. You could have way more direction in your poses. Like for example, I'd probably replace this fist right here with fighting stance hands or something. But off of just freestyling it and not having anything in mind, I think I did pretty decent. And there, boom, you have the pose like that. So honestly, just play with your figures. That's the takeaway. Just play with them. Just use them. Just do whatever.